day of your funeral. It still doesn't feel real that you're gone. I thought about it so many times. I even wished it. But now that you're really dead, I don't know what to feel. I bet most people don't have that problem. Most people are probably rejoicing, celebrating. Ding dong, the wicked Dr. Hayward is dead, and they have every right to do that after the kind of pain you inflicted in your life. Angie lost her sight and half the town rallied to help her. I wonder if anyone will even show for your funeral. I wish I could just forget the terrible things you did to me. All I can hope is that the people left behind will learn from your mistakes. Choose their better nature instead of their worst. Someone poisoned you. Wish I could enjoy the irony of that. But I don't enjoy any of this. Whoever killed you, they'll have to face the consequences. No other good people should suffer for the choices you made. Not even the woman you claimed to love. Some good in the world, too. Let's hope that's the last legacy. Let's hope.
My sensory landmarks suggest that I am in the vicinity of two hotshot doctors who are taking an unscheduled coffee break.
You might just be my best student yet. If you have any questions before our next appointment, just give me a call.
Thank you, Shelley. I will.
Well, look at you. Aren't you the star?
Well, I have a lot to learn, but I'm feeling confident. And you?
Yes?
Thank you again for everything that you did to keep me here.
No. You're missing the whole thing. See, it was purely selfish. I need to have my BFF here as my chief of staff. That's what I need to happen. Oh, you see this? And David's on the cover. He stole the whole front page glory of the newspaper. It says, cause of death, poison. Isn't that crazy, huh?
Wow, karma crazy.
Yeah, well, at least Ryan is cleared of his murder.
Isn't David's funeral today?
Something tells me there won't be a crowd.
You know what's weird is he's gone, but he's not really gone.
David had a huge impact on all our lives, our families. What he did to us just won't go away. He might be dead, but he certainly will not be forgotten.
New method of murder, new investigation.
A lethal dose of digitalis.
Yeah, a drug that David, a cardiologist, would have easy access to.
Former cardiologist.
Doesn't mean he didn't have access or a stash.
So, you think whoever did this used David's drugs? So if the digitalis came from David's private stash and the last one to be seen with David was Ryan...
No. David was the one into poisoning people.
Well,
not Ryan's style.
Doesn't mean he didn't do it.
This poisoning was premeditated.
Listen, if he was angry enough anything is possible, I'm not going to rule it out just yet. What is that?
This is some of the evidence we got from David's room. 2 champagne glasses. One broken, one not broken. The one not broken had traces of digitalis.
Okay, so Ryan could have easily slipped the drug into the glass.
The only readable prints on the glass were David's.
Doesn't have to touch a glass to taint it with the drug.
David's drug, David's room, David's prints on the glass. I don't know, kind of screams that David might have been thinking of poisoning somebody, possibly Ryan. Mm-hmm. Ryan could have found out. They fought.
Right.
Hence the shattered glass.
That's a really good theory, only that would mean that David poisoned himself, so...
He could have gotten confused.
Yeah.
Didn't remember which glass the drug was in? I don't know.
Not stupid. He just wasn't stupid.
Well, you don't have to be stupid to be distracted, Liza.
Okay, really? Is this really how it's gonna go? Jesse, are you just gonna argue with me on every single point?
I'm just trying to tell you that there is no simple answer here.
No, how about a little cooperation, okay? You and I, we're on the same team. We are both trying to nail a killer.
You and I? There is no you and I, Liza.
Okay, so you don't like me? Fine. Really fine with that. Only we have to work together on this. And we cannot rule out the possibility that Ryan intentionally went to David's room to poison him.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think that you were determined to hang this one on Ryan, huh?
The last person seen with David was Ryan, and it is no secret the fact that the two of them hated each other means motive opportunity.
Yeah, nice formula, and I know you're all, I'm the new DA and whatnot, but ruining man's life by pouncing on the obvious?
I hope you don't mind that I asked your super to let me in again while you were taking Emma to school. I just thought you could use a good meal after everything you've been through. Those little bits of eggshell are edible, right? That was a joke. Kind of.
Sorry?
Look, I know you don't remember everything about that night, but there's no way you poisoned David.
Yeah, the suspect list would probably be about half of Pine Valley. The question is, who did David push this for?
Well, in cases like this, don't the police usually start with the person who was closest to the victim? The one who had the most access?
You mean Greenlee?
Who let you in? I have nothing to say to you.
Please just hear me out.
More lies?
It's about Ryan.
Well, the charges have been dropped. He's no longer a suspect.
Thank God. Maybe he still is.
How the hell can you say that? You think Ryan poisoned David?
Well, the good news is that AJ just wolfed down 2 waffles. Double-sided bacon and a whole half a pitcher of OJ. So I'd say he's recovered.
It's my fault that he ran away.
No, JR, it's not.
You know, I swore to myself that I was not going to let this divorce hurt AJ. And Marissa and I, we both agreed. I've already blown it.
Yeah, I just didn't want your son to suffer the way you did when your mother and I broke up. Understand? Not a day goes by I don't regret how much you suffered. We couldn't make things right.
I knew that you loved me.
She's been on my mind a lot lately. All the hell we went through because of David.
He's gone now.
Yeah, maybe, but his legacy, the people he hurt, the damage he did, still very much alive.
I don't understand how Mom could have went for someone like David. If she loved me, she loved you, but how could she turn her back on us and be with someone like him?
No. That's because no matter how strong she was, David chose to come around when she was most vulnerable. It's the way he always worked.
I remember when he first started getting to Mom. When he put his hands on her, I vowed that I was never going to let anything more happen.
Yeah. And you got yourself in a whole mess of trouble.
Drugs. Yeah, I spun out of control.
Hey. And you made your way back to us. Just like your mother did.
We never really got it back because of David.
No, we didn't. Like you said, he's gone.
Instead of feeling glad or feeling some sort of relief, I feel like I'm at another funeral. Not David's. A funeral for what we lost. For Mom.
Amanda and Trevor are on that little train with Francoise. She looks so happy.
How's she doing since the fire?
Oh, completely recovered. I think it was harder on me than it was on her.
Little ones definitely have a way of bouncing back.
Yeah, I guess we could learn a little lesson in resilience. Why is that so hard for adults?
No kidding. So you read that David was poisoned?
Actually, I can't stop thinking about him. I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Neither could I.
How will we miss David? Let me count the ways. I got nothing. Nothing.
He was a huge part of this hospital.
He was a huge black hole for people's energy. Anybody who walked past him, Ange, he sucked the life out of them. I'm talking about everybody.
Look, I'm not defending him. I'm not. But we can't deny that as a doctor, he saved a lot of lives here.
David tried to wreck a lot of lives, too. He spent more time trying to fire me, you, and Jake than he did running the hospital.
Angie, the man tried to blackmail my father, made him choose between his son or his job.
Right, and he acts like this hospital is his own private battlefield.
But he lost 2 daughters here. A baby, Leora, on the operating table, and then Babe. I mean, I can't imagine what that does to a person.
That's what I love about you. Always trying to find the decent part of a human being. Trouble is, Hayward was not human. I mean, maybe a long time ago he was, you know. He had a heart, but I don't know what happened to it. Probably dried up like a rock. I'm saying I want him washed out of my memory.
I bet you there's a whole lot of people who would love to do the same thing.
Do the same thing. Hey, why don't we make that happen?